are all ready to just go and work hand in hand, not about positions or anything. Let us just go and work and deliver dividends to democracy to the people.
Okay, but the big prints that we've been hearing about some people not being satisfied as members of this coalition, do you think this had also addressed it?
But it has. We just came out of the meeting. You just spoke to the chairman. And that's why I decided to just add my voice to telling you that most of the, in fact, I would, without contradiction, say almost all of it has been resolved.
Distinguished, there is a
new... As a senator, I'm totally and completely committed to ADC. But obviously, as the senator representing the Federal Capital Territory, you don't expect me to just take a lunch break and go and collect card. I want to do so with noise and fun. Do you accept that?
So you are satisfied with the leadership of the ADC and the coalition and the steps taken so far?
Yes. It's something that is evolving. So you cannot say while your child is still crawling that you are not happy with how he's going to run. You wait, we're growing.
Are you worried that based on the provision of the law that you might have to relinquish your seat at the Senate to be a member of a new party?
I ask you to please read the Constitution. There are two factions clear of Labour Party. The perfect definition that the Constitution gives for somebody to decamp without penalty. So you say I should stay in Labour Party. Which faction of Labour Party do you want me to stay in? There are two clear, distinct ones. Even INEC got two sets of results and candidates for, though they didn't accept any. But there's no question of that. Even the time when we didn't have two clear factions, did you see? Nobody's implementing it. But I do follow the law. And if there were not two distinct factions of Labour Party, I would not presume to decamp, because that is unconstitutional. But they are. And this is the definition that the Constitution gave. Why for it be okay to decamp to anywhere I wanted to go to. I just chose ADC.
Thank you very much indeed.
Been in a meeting all day with the state chairman of ADC. Every single state is represented. As you can see, we have a roll call of all of them. And what the chairman has assured them, Senator David Mark, is that we have not come to ADC to push all of them aside or to push them aside. We are here as partners, as equal partners, and we are willing to work with them to build a formidable coalition, a formidable party that will achieve the mandate that we have set for ourselves, which is to rescue Nigeria from the ruling party. So I have to a clear understanding that all the state chairmen will remain in office. But where a chairman is willing to relinquish his position for whatever reason, he's free to do so. But we are not going to ask any chairman to leave his position. That is what we have agreed.
Are you coming up with a convention?
Am I stipulated in the Constitution?
Okay, then this meeting you had today, does it address the other big thing that we've been hearing concerning the ADC?
Did it address what?
The big thing that we've been hearing.
Which big thing?
Like...
So there have been back and forth between the federal government and the ADC.
What
and they said your party is mortally wounded.
Look, like I've always said, we don't address such issues.
But do you think that the current position of things within the ADC makes the APC campaign for 2027 a walkover?
I'm not sure I understand your question, but what we have maintained is that the ADC is a coalition of political parties that is out to take power from this ineffective and inefficient government of APC in 2027. So whatever opinion they hold about our coalition, don't forget, they started by saying that it was dead on arrival. Then from there they adjusted their position, say, oh, it won't last 6 months. Okay, that's an improvement, right? But we are busy working to build our party. As you can see, what we have done today is part of the effort to build the party, to assure all members, and to strengthen our internal democracy. So we are not going to be responding to anyone who wish that this will collapse at any time, or they can continue to wish what they want, while we continue to work to strengthen our party. There's an attendance sheet that I've not looked at, but almost every state chairman is here. Almost every 37, including FCT. 37 state chairmen, including FCT, were present here. So, and the purpose is to dispel all kind of falsehood and rumors that have been going around the country that we have come to take over this party from them and to push them away. So we have invited them to this meeting to reassure them that we don't have any intention to push them away. We don't have any intention to shove them off. We are here to work with them as partners to build a strong and formidable political party. And they are assured, and they are going to leave Abuja today more confident than they were yesterday, that they are partners in the building of this coalition.
But sir, what is your position, the position of this group? That of,
I always say this. I mean, we as journalists need to understand one thing. A presidential candidate is not an officer of the party. A presidential candidate is just someone who uses the platform of the party.
But sir, he had some groups with him.
There is nothing in the constitution of ADC that we have contravened. We are on a solid legal ground, and if anyone has any evidence to show that we have violated our own constitution, they are free to act on it. But we are not going to continue to follow people who all they want to do is to continue to make noise to say, oh, this is going on and that. So we don't have time for that. But if anybody has any evidence that we have violated our constitution, then they should bring it forward. Surely any member that is aggrieved for whatever reason will be willing to engage them to reassure them. Perhaps they are aggrieved because they don't have information. Perhaps they are aggrieved because they are afraid that they are going to lose whatever position they are holding. And that's part of the process we've started today. So if we know any such member that is aggrieved, we are willing to engage with them to reassure them.
One of the chairmen.
Thank you for your time.
And also the forum chairman.
Sir, you have been in a meeting with the leadership of the party.
Yeah.
So are you satisfied with the process that led to the new leadership? And then is the chairman also happy with the process?
Yes, now. We have been carrying along, they carry us along, what they are going to do, how they are going to do it. We sit down together, we brainwash together. That is how we did before we come to this particular point we are now.
So are you telling us the allegiance of all the states?
One of us. Everybody's, because everybody was carry along. We are all carry along and we are part of it. And also we are also considered, and also we support, we have supported what they have coming out now.
Okay, but do you have some of your members that are willing to relinquish their leadership based on the new status quo?
Yes, maybe, but there's no anybody that have, none of them have come against me. Nobody have come against what we have planned before the press.
Thank you very much.
Invited, and our duty is to be part of whatever is going to happen going forward. We've been part of this process for a year and a half. The party has done 4 NEC meetings in which we ratified the coalition. We agreed to have a coalition. The party has always been a party that says handshake is its philosophy. It's the ADC DNA. And so here, all the 36 states, including Abuja, are here. The chairmen are here. We are not worried about the idea that we are being replaced because we know the constitution. But we just want to make sure that the public understands the way we operate. And so it's a solidarity visit to our new leaders. It is also a communal visit to each other to prepare for the next steps. And that's why we're here. And it's been a wonderful few hours of deliberations. And then we'll go to the next level, which is to sensitize and to mobilize around the country.
So what is happening in Lagos State?
He came to my office and collected his card. One of the leaders of APC also came and collected his card. Next week, Labour Party and Obedience are coming to collect their membership. In fact, they are having a conference. Tomorrow, a group is meeting just to declare that they are coming to Lagos. You know, Lagos has the largest voter register and the biggest population in Nigeria. And yes, it is the base of APC. That is why we are going into that battle with strategy, with wisdom, and with collective desire to get Nigeria to move from where it is to where it ought to be. That's what we represent in this coalition.
So, and on this weekend, Lagos is there.
No, we're ADC in Lagos. We came to a conclusion that we challenged the idea of having 57 LCDs where the constitution recognizes 20. So we did not bother going into that, therefore legitimizing what one of the things we are struggling against. So I can understand that for you it may not make a lot of sense, but once you are challenging an act, of government, then you cannot participate at the same time. Nonetheless, we have never stopped any single candidate who wants to go ahead. So we know that there are 1 or 2 candidates in some local governments where they have key strengths, and we told them go ahead. But as a party, we are not endorsing what we may later challenge in court if we think it doesn't follow the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Now, about INEC's operations, INEC is going to conduct some by-elections. Now, are you satisfied with how INEC has conducted itself, and why did it take INEC so long to conduct these by-elections to fill vacant seats?
Well, of course, this is probably not happening in my jurisdiction, so my comment is going to be limited to the general principles that INEC in itself is one of the systemic issues we have in electoral methodology in Nigeria. You know, the fact that the president gets to appoint the head of INEC, he gets to deploy them in various states, and so, you know, in a way, they're not able to make certain decisions on their own and say we want to do this without getting clarity, especially since they're going to be funded, you know, also through that act. So I'm not surprised. I was on TV over 60 times in the past 1.5 years in Lagos, talking about inefficiencies in the civil service, the public service, and various ways in which our government institutions are running. So that is why we're here. We are here to be the credible alternative to Nigeria, talking to you about why some of these things are failing and what we need to do to correct them. And so you will continue to see more of those kinds of systemic failures because the structure itself is untenable.
Sir, can you tell us your name again?
George Ashiru, Chairman, Lagos State, ADC.
Everybody.